everyone, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL. I'm Daniel Saludo along with Andrew Chang. We are here for week 2 of the NFL season, breaking down the early afternoon games. And right now we are going to break down the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, TB12 and TB. Tampa Bay is, don't laugh at me like that. Tried something a little different. Tampa Bay is the favorite here at minus 8.5, and the total is 47.5. Carolina gets teased up to 14.5, and Tampa Bay gets teased down to minus 2.5. Your over gets teased down to 41.5, and your under gets teased up to 53.5. We already kind of both have a bit of a disagreement in this game because we both see it a little bit differently, but I'm going to start a little bit, and I will say this 8.5 is a lot of people are betting on Carolina on 8.5 just straight up on the spread. So teasing up to 14.5 seems like a really good idea, and I don't disagree with it. But my lean is Tampa Bay, and here's the reason why. Is because and there's a couple of reasons. One, I understand, and we talked about this a little bit, that they probably you don't think that they're going to blow them out by over 2 touchdowns. My answer is there's a very good chance they could, because Carolina's defense is one of the worst in the league. Especially their run defense. Their run defense is atrocious. I mean, Josh Jacobs, albeit he's a really good runner who I really like, he just tore them up in that game. And, I mean, Rojo's a good running back. He's not a great running back, but I think Rojo's got a good chance to have a really good game. And if Carolina, and Carolina's got a nice offense, you know, we're talking about C-Mac. And that offense, Bridgewater had a pretty decent game.
Yeah, Bridgewater had a really good game.
Yeah, a pretty good game, not a really good game. But I mean, Tampa Bay's defense is like legitimately good. If you really think Tampa Bay last week minus TB12 throwing 2 interceptions, they really held them to, 24 points. That's really good to hold the Saints to 24 points.
With the injured Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying. All right. I don't disagree with Carolina over 2 touchdowns. It's nice to have, but this is a case of Carolina can get blown out in this game.
Oof.
They can.
I agree with Danny at some point. I don't think they'll get blown out, but honestly, when you have a team, if you gave me a teaser that a team can lose by 2 touchdowns. That's,
I get it. No, I get it.
That's a good number right there, for sure.
I'm not disagreeing with it. I just lean more towards Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's got a really underrated defense.
Okay.
If you notice, both Alvin Kamara and Latavius Murray didn't run for a whole lot of yards. Kamara gets most of his yards off the passing game, right? So, yes, C-Mac will have a pretty nice day, hopefully a really nice day for me on fantasy, but I don't foresee him doing that well against Tampa Bay. In both games last season, he did kind of mediocre against them. So
I don't know,
and I think Tampa Bay was the one game where he didn't score a touchdown, and I think he was held under something like 80 yards. So
really,
yeah, I think it is. That's something we'd have to go back and review a little bit more.
I definitely have to fact check that, but the gut feeling that I have is that Carolina, I think, is going to surprise a lot of people this season. I don't think that...
Not really.
I don't think that they're as bad as people say. And they got C-Mac. They got Teddy Bridgewater, who is, I think, in my mind, very underrated.
I would agree with that. I would agree with it.
They're very underrated. Besides that, they got nothing going on. But I do believe that if it's within 2 touchdowns, that's value to me, for sure.
Is it enough value to... obviously, we're not going to... you don't have to bet it right now, but would you make this part of a no-sweat bet or an actual bet? If you get come Sunday, do you feel like this is good enough for you to have on a teaser card?
Ooh, Danny put the foot in my mouth. No, because I know there are other games out there that I've previewed that I've seen. It's all right, that's going to be a part of it. And not to mention that my no sweat bet, which included Philly, definitely just
Yeah,
definitely
you
choked
drowned
me
in
out.
it. You drowned in it. So
I
you
it
drowned
was
in it a little
not
bit.
bueno. But this guy's no sweat bet
Hey.
actually panned out. But
Of course it did. But that'll be reviewed later.
hey, tell America what you bet instead.
No, because that's in the review. That's in the review later.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that right now. I ain't doing that right now.
Okay. All right. Stay tuned for the results, America, for sure.
We'll review that later. We ain't going through that right now. We got Carolina and Tampa Bay right now. This is
All right, Carolina, Tampa Bay. I like 14.5.
All right.
Carolina, for sure.
Anything on the totals? Teaser totals? Over or under?
Do I trust Tom Brady to give me a couple touchdowns?
He did in the last game.
Whether it was up to his choice or not.
He's gonna play. It's not like Tom Brady is not known for taking his foot off the gas.
I would take the over.
I take the over as well. I'm leaning the over for sure. Carolina should get 20-something on the board. Tampa Bay should get 20-something on the board.
Look, your boy C-Mac's going to go off.
I hope so, but last season proved that he's not a gimme. This Tampa Bay was the one team that gave him fits. So
we'll see about that.
yeah, if this is definitely a bettable game, and Tampa Bay and New Orleans was 42, and they smashed 42 in the teaser.
Oh, for sure.
So you actually bet on it, which was nice. So 41.5 with a Carolina team who has nice offense, maybe not super nice, but it's got enough offense to be able to put like 17 to 20 on the board, and then Tampa Bay will cover the rest. So, if I would lean on the over for this, but my bigger lean is Tampa Bay. Just 2.5 points. It's an under a field goal win that they should get, because the golfing class between Carolina and Tampa Bay is probably a touchdown. So Vegas probably has it about right at 8.5. So for me, this is very much the case of just give me the better team that should win by more than a field goal. That's just the way it is for me.
And for me, I like Carolina. 14.5. They could lose by 7. They could lose by 10. They could even lose by 14 with this number, because it's 14.5. So that's Carolina all the way.
And I totally get it. And that's why I don't disagree with either one of them. It's another one that both teaser spreads could hit. 14.5. This game could be a 10-point game, and thus both teasers would hit if Tampa Bay wins by 10. So, yeah. I just feel like Tampa Bay. What's more likely to happen? A Tampa Bay blowout of Carolina, or kind of a less of a blowout? That's the big question.
No, it'll be close for sure.
All right, fair enough. So Carolina plus 14.5, minus 2.5 for Tampa Bay. Here for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like it, and leave a comment in the comment box below. We've gotten a couple already, some positive, some negative. I'm happy to answer any of them. Andrew will too if he gets the chance. But
that's right.
We appreciate any feedback that there is, because it actually helps with the YouTube algorithm. So you can literally just put one word in there. You suck. You can put that. I don't care. I will respond to it.
I care, and I'm gonna respond to you eventually.
You let them know it. But until then,
saying.
Yeah, for Daniel Saludo. Okay, all right. You might as well finish the.
And I'm Andrew Chang. This is Teasing the NFL. Like and subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. Thumbs up, thumbs down. We'll respond to you. Okay. And
until then, don't forget to not yet. Don't forget to get your bets in, and don't forget to be a tease.